In a move that probably is going to upset some Cobras, I am taking out the ambers. You can see the driver's side one condensates a little bit. Not sure if it's cracked or if one of the lights just isn't sealed. The other one's good. But I personally have just never cared for them all that much. So we're going to take them out and put my smoked lights in. Bye-bye. Alright, so I'm working on removing the ambers here, and I have my old taillights in here. They have sequential harnesses, but I got all the old stuff out. There's an additional little plug here in the ambers for the fifth bulb that the regular ones do not. Luckily, they wired it in a way that it's all pretty much removable, and that crosses over to the other side. However, I plugged these ones in, tried it, and only 2 of the 3 bulbs work, and the brake lights do not work. So, from my Googling, under the dash we go. Supposedly there's a wire down there I need to reconnect to get the regular taillights to work. Also, while I'm in the trunk, it is, just to confirm, I have a 4 fuel system in here. The rails are 4, so I kind of figured that was the case, but confirms my suspicion there. Alright, so if anyone's ever been underneath the dash in a new Edge, it's literally the worst thing ever. But found it. Under, kind of above the steering column, is this harness. Runs up there somewhere. And this wire was cut. Luckily, the other end of it is still there. Just gotta reconnect it. And one other thing I had to do, oh, too much light, there we go, was swap out the flasher. There's an LED flasher in here, which then, with me putting in the old non-LED taillights, and taking out the LED turn signal bulbs, made everything kind of funky, and it did not work with the regular bulbs in the taillights and the combination of the LED turn signals. So this is the modified flasher. I got this on the internet a long time ago. It's a forward flasher that someone modified to make it slower. I think they just put like a resistor or capacitor or something in there, and it makes the sequential taillights go slower, which in my opinion looks a little cooler. So I'm gonna get that shoved back up in there. If you're curious, it's like up there somewhere. There's like a little bracket kind of underneath the dash that it's stuck onto. You'll see it if you climb underneath the dash, which I don't want to do at the moment, but it's up there. All right, so if anyone's curious, one versus the other. Smoked. This is one of those Raxium ones from American Muscle. It's smoked with the reverse lights clear versus the amber. Turn the light off. There you go.
So I feel like I don't need that whole sound. Oh, is it working?
Alright, there we go. I got my big light out so it's a little easier to see. So yeah, smoked one, amber. You guys let me know what you think in the comments. All the Cobras are probably going to hate on me for changing out the ambers, but I don't really care because I don't like them that much. I prefer these ones with the sequentials, which are kind of cool. I'll show you once I get the other one in. Ambrose. I got the taillights figured out. So this was the culprit. So there was an LED bulb in the turn signal and these headlights that came in the car. That was causing the turn signals in the trunk and the taillights to not work. So I got it all wired up now. I'm gonna put the taillights actually in the car, and we're pretty much done swapping things out now. All right, taillights are in. One side, other side, and they match now. I'm gonna make sure they work correctly before I put the paneling back in. Here's how everything looks with the sequencer. So this is a super old school kit that was splice in. You need the connectors so you can get the plug through the hole. This is from a website called MustangTaillightSequencers.com. I bought them forever ago. The website still exists. It looks like it was made in 1997. I'm not sure if you can still order sequencers from them or not, but if you go on the website, it is still there. So let's see if these things work. Ta-da! Got the flashers on. So there you go. They sequence from inside to out. With the flashers, they just repeat. I'll show you what the brakes look like. I always thought these were kind of cool. That relay I showed you underneath the dash earlier slows them down a little bit. If you don't put that in, they're kind of quick. They sequence really fast. So I like the slowed version a little better. But so far so good. I'm gonna double check the brakes, the turn signals, and the reverse lights all work, and then we're done. And turn signal does the same thing. That one's not on, obviously. These fuel pumps are super loud. Other side looks good. All right, so they are in. Gonna check the brake lights, make sure those work. Looks pretty good. Let go. Hit them again. Let go. One more time. Yeah, so you can see they sequence once when you hit the brake pedal, and then they light up fully. Do it one more time. Push. Give it a hard push. Relax. Hard push. There you go. Okay.